This is like the Evil Dead 2 or the Blair Witch Project or something. I don't care. I like things like this. Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things, and you may be saying, where on earth are you this morning, Paul? I am in the New Forest in Hampshire, and the reason why I've come here today is just a bit of a different one, a bit of an unusual one, but that's what we like on this channel. We have come to find the final spot, not the resting place, but the final spot where Sir Walter Tirel shot an arrow at a stag, missed, and killed King William II instantly. There's a memorial plaque to it. Well, it's like a memorial stone actually. The place we're in is called Rufus Stone. Down the road there's a pub called Sir Walter Tirel Inn. We're not going in there today, save that for another day. But I'll tell you a little bit more information about it. We'll have a little look around the New Forest. Obviously it's full of trees, as they all are. And then we're going to find the memorial stone of where this place is, where he actually got killed. So, if you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you've heard of this story, leave your comments down below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when more videos come out. And of course, you know, if you want to become a member of the channel, you can do on YouTube. There's also a store there if you want to go and buy some merchandise and all the rest of it. All the goodies, all the t-shirts and hoodies and things like that are on there. We're getting into that autumn season now. It's September the 12th today. I think autumn starts on the 22nd this year. So yeah, it's starting to get a little bit of a chill in the air, which is good. I like this time of year. And right, we'll tell you a little bit more about Sir Walter Tirel, and we'll go and find the place where he shot that arrow and missed and killed King William II. Walter Tirel III. 1065 to sometime after 1100. Nicknamed the Red Knight of Normandie, was an Anglo-Norman nobleman. He is infamous for his involvement in the death of King William II of England, also known as William Rufus. Walter Tirel was born in Tonbridge, Kent, the son of Norman Walter Tirel, and was Lord of Puix-de-Picardy in France and Langham, Essex, as appears in the Domesday Service. By marriage, he became linked to the English royal family, having wed Adeliza, the daughter of royal kinsman Richard Fitzgilbert. He died some time after 1100. The grandson of Walter and Adeliza, Hugh Tirel, took part in the Norman conquest of Ireland and became the first Baron of Castle Knock. On the 2nd of August 1100, King William II organised a hunting trip in the New Forest. William was presented with 6 arrows on the eve of the hunt. Taking 4 for himself, he handed the other 2 to Tirel, saying, "Bon archer, bons flèches." To the good archer, the good arrows. On the subsequent hunt, the party spread out as they chased their prey, and William, in the company of Tirel, became separated from the others. It was the last time that William was seen alive. In their search for prey, according to chroniclers, Tirel let loose a wild shot at a passing stag. However, instead of striking the stag as intended, the arrow pierced William in the chest, puncturing his lungs. Stricken with panic, Walter leapt upon his horse and fled to France. A version of this tale is given by William of Malmesbury in his Chronicle of the Kings of the English, 1128, in which Tirel is referred to as Walter Thorold. The day before the king died, he dreamt that he went to Howe, and the devil said to him, "I can't wait for tomorrow, because we can finally meet in person." He suddenly awoke. He commanded a light to be brought, and forbade his attendants to leave him. The next day he went into the forest. He was attended by a few persons. Walter Thorold remained with him while the others were on the chase. The sun was now declining when the king, drawing his bow and letting fly an arrow, slightly wounded a stag which passed before him. The stag was still running. The king followed it a long time with his eyes, holding up his hand to keep off the power of the sun's rays. At this instant, Walter decided to kill another stag. Oh, gracious God! The arrow pierced the king's breast. On receiving the wound, the king uttered not a word, but breaking off the shaft of the arrow where it projected from his body. This accelerated the death. Walter immediately ran up, but as he found him senseless, he leapt upon his horse and escaped with the utmost speed. Indeed, there were none to pursue him. Some helped his flight, others felt sorry for him. The king's body was placed on a cart and conveyed to the Cathedral of Winchester. Blood dripped from the body all the way. Here he was buried within the tower. The next year the tower fell down. William Rufus died, aged 40 years. He was a man much pitied by the clergy. He had a soul which they could not save. He was loved by his soldiers but hated by the people because he caused them to be plundered, murder or accident. To some, such an act of God was just end for a wicked king. However, over the centuries, the obvious suggestion that one of William's many enemies may have had his hand in this extraordinary event has been repeatedly made. William's brother Henry, who was among the hunting party that day, benefited directly from William's death, as he was shortly after crowned king. Henry, who once threw a man off a tower to his death, was not normally troubled by moral scruples. It may be significant, as Henry's modern biographer remarks, that nobody at the time seemed to have had any suspicions. Contemporaries took it for granted that the death was an accident, such accidents being common enough. Look at the size of this tree that's come down here, it's massive. So there's all the information there about Sir Walter Tirel and of course King William II. And, you know, you've got to ask yourself, was it an accident? Did he do it on purpose? Were there other people involved? Who knows? And I guess we'll never know. Anyway, it's good to walk through the forest, isn't it? I love being in the forest with nature, it's cool. But when you see a fallen tree like that, you appreciate how strong and how big nature really is and the damage that it can do. You know, you imagine something like that falling on your house or your car. Wow. So what we'll do now is we'll have a walk over, if I can find my way out this forest, and have a look for the memorial stone that's there. This is like the Evil Dead 2 or the Blair Witch Project or something. I don't care. I like things like this. Keeps you on your toes a little bit, makes you feel alive. Walking through a forest where there's no one about. So we'll have a little look up here. Now, to any new people to the channel, don't forget there's over 300 videos on the channel. You know, I cover victims of crime, true crime stories, obviously celebrity graves, ones like this. Why are my shoes always getting ruined everywhere I go? Unusual things, of course. So yeah, go back and check out the videos because there's well over 300 on there. I'm walking through the wettest part, not a good idea, Paul. But then you come for the dry part and you get covered in cobwebs. Oh. Yeah, I like walking through the forest these days, when I've got the appropriate footwear on. Anyway, looking for this memorial plaque. Been having a good look around. I think I found it. To be honest, you can't miss it. Beautiful place called Rufus Stone. King William II, surnamed Rufus, Bane, slain as before related, was laid in a cart belonging to one Perkis and drawn from hence to Winchester and buried in the cathedral church of that city. Now, at the spot where an event so memorable might not hereafter be forgotten, the enclosed stone was set up by John Lord Delaware, who had seen the tree growing in this place. This stone, having been much mutilated and the inscriptions on each of its 3 sides defaced. This more durable memorial with the original inscriptions was erected in the year 1841 by W.M. Sturgis, born Warden. Here stood the oak tree on which an arrow shot by Sir Walter Tirel at a stag glanced and struck King William II, surnamed Rufus, on the breast, of which he instantly died on the 2nd day of August, anno 1100. So, as I said earlier on, you know, we come to the final spot where King William II was shot by the arrow by Sir Walter Tirel. It's mad to think all those years ago a king was here and he died here. And this was erected because there was an oak tree that grew here, and yeah, now this is here as a memorial forever. I love things like this. It's so interesting. It's great to come to these sort of places and feel it, feel how it feels in the area, and wonder, you know, all those years ago, what the scenery was like, you know, where the stag was running and all that sort of stuff. It's amazing. So yeah, to both King William II and of course Sir Walter Tirel, whatever happened that day, whether it's an accident, mistake, on purpose, we'll never know. But yeah, it's great to see something like that. So there we have it, everyone. A place called Rufus Stone in the New Forest in Hampshire. Beautiful place. My feet are filthy, got covered in dirt. That'd be on the outtakes at Christmas. Went straight into a bog. King William II, of course, sadly lost his life at that place by Sir William Tirel. Whether it's an accident or not, who knows. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. Please leave your comments down below. If you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, it's absolutely free. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you all on the next one. Take it easy.